Hi, this is Greg with Best Choice Trailers. Today I'm going to take you for a walk around a Shore-Trac tilt equipment trailer. They make this in a single axle version for your smaller stuff like your scissor lifts, and then they also make it in your tandem axle version. It's available in a 10, 14, and 16,000 pound GVW. As shown here is an 18-foot tilt. They also make it with a +4 section up front if you want that additional space for an attachment. And they also make it now in a 16-foot as well. So I'm going to take you for a walk around the trailer, show you some of the features. Okay, up front we've got a cast adjustable coupler. They've got a setback jack. Notice it's bolt on, not weld on, so if you ever need to replace it, you can. Also like how they reinforce the coupler up front there. Sealed wire harness is standard. You also notice they got a spot for your 7-pin plug to mount into. Okay, all these units, 10 or 14K, are going to have a 6-inch channel tongue, 6-inch channel main frame, and then they've all got a 6-inch tube subframe or a nestled frame. And then on the 16Ks, you're going to jump up to an 8-inch frame. Up front, we've got a standard bulkhead. There's also more tie downs on this trailer than a lot of the ones I see in the market. Not only do you get a rub rail and stake pockets, but you also get a handful of 3-inch D-rings. Notice the tongue on the trailer is a full wrap tongue, wraps back to the spring hangers. Okay, this is something new. Post about 2015 or 16, they started doing a fabricated part. What that allows you to do is get more width between the fenders. So the fender's actually attached to the fab part. Now you're going to get about 81.5, 82 inches between fenders. Before it was about 2-3 inches less than that. Spare tire mount. Standard feature. Spare, of course, would be an add-on. Fender gussets are standard double broke equipment fenders. This was a show model here, so we put a set of aluminum wheels on. They are not standard. Steel wheels in a silver or white powder coat would be standard. Of course, it's an 8-lug, brakes on both axles, got the Easy Lube brakes. Okay, slipper spring suspension standard. Notice the fender prop on the fender gives you some extra support there. Okay, a 16-inch 235 ADR 16 10-ply tire, standard. Got another rub rail, some D-rings behind the fender. Okay, Shore-Trac puts about a 32-inch knife edge on the trailer. They only count about 24 inch of that into the length measurement. So this being an 18-foot, trailer's actually going to measure about 18'8", 18'9". Okay, one thing that's interesting about Shore-Trac as well, they don't put a stop valve on. Every once in a while you'll find manufacturers will put stop valve on. And with an 18-foot unit, our thought is you really don't need a stop valve on these. Thought of a stop valve would be to keep your tilt bed coming down before your back wheels are on the bed in a longer wheelbase scenario like a pickup truck. But by having the longer tilt, generally that wouldn't come into play. What Shore-Trac does to get an 18-foot tilt where most of the industry is a 16, they actually put ballast underneath the trailer between the knife edge and the floor. I'll try and show you that. So that's the ballast that they put underneath between the two. There's a shot of the rest of the floor. So again, that allows this trailer to go a little bit longer on the tilt section than some. Again, we find that to be kind of handy. Now, a tilt equipment trailer does have drop axles, whereas most of your equipments are going to have straight axles. That drop axle is going to give you about a 4 more inch of fender reveal. So this fender is going to be about 12.5 inches, where a traditional equipment's only going to be about 8.5. So while it's great for loading equipment, makes it a lower center of gravity, very user-friendly, not as user-friendly for cars. Very simple design here on Shore-Trac. You just rotate the pin 180 degrees, pull it out, undo your latch. Trailer is going to gravity up for you. Summertime probably go a little bit faster. Same thing, so you gotta take your piece of equipment up and it's gonna cushion down. Of course, the bigger the piece of equipment will come down a little bit faster. This is very user-friendly. You just take your latch and reset your pin, you're ready to get down the road. Very simple trailer. Very effective for anybody that's got like an antique tractor or something that would benefit from having full width loading. It's also a very nice trailer because you can overhang. There's few instances you need to overhang. Say you got a long bed truck, you can do so. No beaver tail to catch on things. Very user-friendly trailer. You know, one thing you got to watch on a tilt would be, you got to slide the axles a little bit farther forward than you would on a traditional trailer. Short Track does a pretty good job at finding that that good middle ground between having the axles too far forward and getting good ride quality. One thing that they do to make sure you don't have too little tongue weight, they lengthen the tongue about a foot longer on their tilt, and that does two things. One, it hits the mainframe at a wider stance, which is going to make it a little bit more stable, but then by lengthening the tongue, it's also going to get that tongue weight back to a normal distribution. Folks, this is Short Track tilt equipment. Again, shows an 18-foot, 14,000 pound, comes in other configurations. If you have any questions about this or any of our other trailers, give us a ring, 717-220-4220, or visit us on the web at bestchoicetrailers.com.